G'day guys and welcome back to another episode. Today is a bit of an informative one. I see this question asked all the time. What's the biggest tyre you can fit into your spare wheel carrier without modifying it? And there's actually a little sneaky trick that I'm going to show you today of how I fitted a 32-inch tyre in there and there's still plenty room. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so currently we are running 275 65 18 size tyres on our Pajero, which is a 32.1 inch tyre. So if you were to put this size into the spare wheel carrier, without a doubt you will need to do some modifications. However, I actually have the exact same size in my spare wheel carrier and I haven't done any modifications whatsoever. So let me show you what I've done exactly. Cool, and there you go. This is a size 21 socket, by the way. Alrighty, are you ready? And here's the secret. Voila. So there you go, guys. This is a 32.1 inch tire. Now, you might think, oh, it's because I run the factory offset wheel. That's why it fits. And no, that's not the reason. Literally, the only thing that I've done instead is I found a slimmer tire. So this is a 255 75 17, which is a 32.1 inch tire. So it's the exact same diameter as my other tires. However, it's just a bit slimmer. So realistically, think about it, right? You don't need the exact same tire because it's only a spare wheel. It's only for emergency cases where if you do get a puncture, you can whack this on just to get you home safely or to get you to the nearest servo or whatever where you can buy another tire. The thing is, if you don't run the exact same diameter, then that's a problem for your diff because then it's like uneven ratios basically. So you will stuff up your diff if you don't have the exact same diameter, and the width doesn't matter at all. So there you go, and that's how it fits, and there's plenty of room. So let me just close it up, and as you can see on the side here, there's plenty of room either side and the width is perfect. So for example, if you do have a bigger tire though, like a 33 inch which would be a 285, what I would do instead is get a 265 spare with the same diameter. So you're probably asking now, how do you work it out? And let me show you how. Right, so the way to work it out for yourself, because there's so many different variations of tires you can get. So to make it easy for yourself, what you can do is head over to the website tyresize.com, or you can just search tire size calculator. And once you go into this website, you can see there's a section here where you can put in your tire size. So let's go 275 65 18. And then on the right hand side, if you're on a computer, it will show you here the alternative sizes. So as you can see over here, there's a 255 75 17. So that was the other thing as well. My main wheels are 18 inch versus this one is a 17 inch wheel. So to match it perfectly, just have a look at the alternative sizes and then you'll know exactly which tire to buy. And my recommendation is to buy the slimmest tire available. So what I mean by that is look for like a 245 or 255 or 265. I'm confident a 265 will fit in there if you have a 285 as your main. But yeah, that's just me. And I thought it's a cool hack to show you guys. It's not really a hack. It's just something I thought about because there was no way I was going to fit a 275 in here because it would be way too wide and I would have to trim these sides over here, and I don't really want to cut my spare wheel. So if you do have a 33 inch tire, I mean, I'm not 100% sure if a 265 will fit in here, but there's still a little bit of a gap here. So I'm confident a 265 will fit in there if you have 33s, and then you don't have to go out and spend money on infill panels and getting a number plate bracket, and you know, it's just a lot of extra costs involved. So you might also be asking, what's the benefit of having this over the same tire? Well, it sort of just depends on what you use the car for and how often you do the wheel alignments. Like some people prefer to have a spare wheel, and then when they go for a wheel alignment or balancing their tires, they like to switch the spare around to get the max life out of their tires. For me, it's not a massive deal. What I do is just use the 4 tires and then just swap it around all the time, and I keep the spare, a good tire, just to make sure you will get out of strife if you ever land in that situation. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, that's literally it, guys. That's all you need to do. So hop onto their website and check out the tire size, and then you don't have to do any modifications. How good. So there you go, guys. That's how I made a 32-inch tire fit into the spare wheel carrier with no modifications. For the 33-inch, guys, or realistically if you have a 285, it's probably going to be a 32.6-inch tire, which is 0.5 inches bigger than this. It's going to be very close. Like, as you can see, there's a bit of room left. So what I would probably do is try to fit it in there with a 265, and then also deflate your tire to make sure you have the maximum chance to actually get it in there. But yeah, if you don't get it in there, I'm sorry, but then you'll have to get info panels and all that sort of jazz. But yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. For those asking what's the biggest tire you can get in there, I mean, there's so many sizes, so I'm not 100% sure what's the biggest you can go. But personally, this is what I've done, and a 32-inch is the max legal tire you can also go in Australia anyway. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and if you have any other questions, just drop it down below. But yeah, hopefully this video helped. Cheers, guys. See ya.